Hey everybody, I'm Rick Beato. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you know I have this series that I call Quick Lessons. Quick Lesson, it's cool to add the flat six to your minor pentatonic scales to give your solos a more somber feel when you're in a minor key. What these are just little 30 to 45 second mini lessons where I will throw out a concept, usually something that I practice right when I first start playing in the studio in the morning, because I always come in and warm up with something, come up with a concept, I'll demonstrate the concept, talk about it for about 10 seconds, and then play an example. And then I say, like that, like that, like that, like that. I'm not trying to be a wise guy when I do that, but it's kind of my new tagline for it. Occasionally I'll see in the comments section, how is that a lesson? So it really got me thinking, people don't know how to incorporate ideas into their own playing. A lot of people don't. Many people don't. Because they're used to seeing things on YouTube where the teacher will demonstrate things and people will learn them by rote and not really get into how you incorporate concepts into your own style, because ultimately that's what it's about. When I was growing up, because there was no VHS tapes even at the time, you'd listen to records, you'd have to figure out where the person was playing the ideas, you'd slow down the record if you needed to, and many times you were playing the things in the wrong place with the wrong fingerings, but because of that, you're developing your own style, right? So you're thinking that a lick is played in one place on the guitar and it's really some kind of whacked out fingering. I used to do this all the time. And then you have one of your buddies play, like, why are you playing it right there? Like, well, I don't know, that's where I thought it was played, right? And you'd argue about it, but ultimately, because of learning it in some weird place, you really start to develop your own style. So what I want to show people in this video is how to take a concept from one of these videos, or any video really, and incorporate the concept into your own playing, create your own ideas from it. Let me show you an example of one of these videos, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me at RickBeato1. Check it out. Quick lesson, when playing ideas in multiple octaves, try to vary them a little bit. Let's say you've got a B minor 7 chord. So the first time I played the 11, second time the 13. Give you that Dorian sound. You can do things like like that. Okay, so what do you do with this lesson? Well, you can either just buy the tab on my website, because I have pretty much all these quick lessons in my Instagram transcription bundle, including that one, and you can learn it right off that. Or you can take the concepts from here, learn them by ear, right? They're not that hard. This first thing, it's pretty easy, and then those are pretty easy, but the concept there is to using the same interval shapes, but using them in different ways. So you have, so that kind of is in reverse. This one goes to the 11th. This one goes to the 6th. Right, but it goes up there to the root. And then when I get into the improv part, that's the same thing in 2 octaves, but here, that actually bends into the 5th. This, so it's using that E major triad there, which gives you the upper extensions of B minor. So there's your a minor 13 or Dorian sound. I love that. Then I go to this. So right here, I'm outlining this chord shape. Resolving to the 5th, and then I come down. And then. So these two ideas are related, these two motifs, but they have different shapes. So it's going down the 3rd to the 9th, root, 5th to the 11th. And then I go. So this triad I'm playing here is a D major, but resolving to the 6th, right? Then down to the 11th there. So the idea of this quick lesson is to play these intervallic ideas that sound like each other, but are varied in different octaves, okay? Instead of just going... That's not that interesting, right? Playing the same idea in 3 octaves. So I would vary that pattern by going like... So I did a 4-note pattern, then I did a 5-note pattern, and came back to the root instead of... I did. Those subtle variations make those motifs sound more interesting and makes the listener relate to the idea, but the variation is what makes it interesting and more melodic. Let me show you another one of these quick lessons. This one has to do with false fingering. Check it out. Quick lesson. It's cool to use false fingerings in your lines. A false finger would be if you play G on the A string and then follow it with the G on the E string. You create some really cool effects in your lines. Let's say... like that. So if I combine the concepts from the 2 quick lessons, playing the same thing in multiple octaves with the variants, and then using false fingerings, I could play something like this over the same B minor chord. Okay, so I'm using this B, E, then E, there's my false fingering. Then I go up to the A, which is the 7th of the chord. And I'm going here, I'm doing the root. Going up to the 11 again on there. Then I resolve to that 13 of the chord. I come down a Lydian arpeggio there. So I've combined 2 different concepts from 2 different lesson videos there and developed a new lick for myself there. And that could be something that you could do. You say, okay, how can I actually combine these ideas to come up with my own? And there's many variations, millions of variations of things that you can do. I got that concept from Michael Brecker, a jazz saxophonist. He did that a lot. A lot of jazz players use false fingerings on saxophone, and it really works well on guitar too. That's all for now. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're a first-time viewer, ring the bell. That'll let you know when I go live and when a new video comes out. Give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. That's very important. If you're interested in the Beato book, go to my website at www.rickbeato.com. Follow me on Instagram at rickbeato1. Check out the new Beato ear training program at beatoeartraining.com. And if you want to support the channel even more, think about becoming a member of the Beato Club. Thanks for watching.